Hi everyone, I hope you're all well. I'm using the Lightseers Tarot for our weekly reading from Monday the 25th of November through to Sunday the 1st of December. And as always, take what resonates and just put the rest to one side and just see what unfolds. I have been under the weather. These energies have really created a release and a purging, which is really good. Feeling I'm coming out the other side now. And also Ruby, she went through a funny episode is all I can say. The vet's done all the checks, that everything came back normal. So these energies are not just affecting us, they're affecting our animals as well. So reminding us to be gentle with ourselves and to know that on a deep level we are shifting energy, and as this energy shifts, we're making room for positive energy to come in, higher frequency light to come in. So I'm asking for a card for Monday. We have the King of Pentacles. Tuesday, the Page of Swords. Wednesday, the Four of Wands. Thursday, the Eight of Cups. Friday, the Emperor. Saturday, the Page of Cups. And Sunday, the Nine of Pentacles. So this is beautiful energy this week. There's been, and the Tower is presenting itself. And the Two of Cups. Okay. So where there's been confusion, things starting to become a bit clearer now, as we have gone through these shifts and these changes, and we are now really going within, and this week is all around going within. Mercury goes into retrograde on the 25th. So Monday, Tuesday, Mercury's all stationary, and then starts to go retrograde on Monday, Tuesday. So this is asking us to go within and to really go into our roots. We are in a busy time of the year. Everything outside of us is encouraging us to go out and to be busy ourselves, when the nature of this time of the year is to go within, to take some rest, to really tend to our inner environment, especially with Mercury going retrograde in Sagittarius. So we're in the Sagittarius season. Mercury retrograding through Sagittarius. Sagittarius is the half horse, half female, with the bow and arrow, aiming towards the heavens, aiming towards the galactic centre. So as we're going within and aligning ourselves to what it is that we are visualizing, so it's tending to the inner environment, so that we can come into that perfect alignment, so that when that bow and arrow shoots, it goes straight into the desired outcomes. We are in this beautiful energy of Sagittarius, which is ruled by Jupiter, who is retrograding through Gemini. So we have Mercury in Sagittarius, Jupiter in Gemini. So these two ruling planets are in opposite signs. So giving us a wider perception, a bigger perception than what we have had in the past. Aquarius now fully, Pluto now fully in Aquarius. So as Pluto has been moving through Capricorn, we have realised that the power is within us. Helped us to release all those and alchemize those limiting thoughts and beliefs we have about ourselves. Now moving into Aquarius of expansion, and Uranus, the higher consciousness. So there are these powerful shifts occurring that we are navigating. So Monday, Mercury stationary is at its still point, and this is an optical illusion. It is not going to go into retrograde, it doesn't go backwards. It is where we are viewing Mercury from our planet Earth. So it gives the illusion of going in retrograde. So reminds us to be aware of where we may go into the illusion of our own minds, of communication, making sure that we are aiming our bow and arrow to the heavens, the galactic centre there, and taking our time, not rushing into anything. The King of Pentacles is the King Solomon of the Tarot. It's the final card of the Pentacles of manifestation. So this is a beautiful card of achievement, of finances coming in, of us finding our path. And you can see there, he is looking there into his pentacle. He has his dog there, which symbolises trust, unconditional love. And these qualities that create prosperity in our lives are unconditional love, our trust, our gratitude is what's coming through. When we have gratitude for what we have in our lives, we open up then a frequency and start to connect with beautiful things coming into our lives through our gratitude, through being gratitude, feeling that gratitude for all we have in our lives. And with this energy, it's a masculine energy as well, so action coming in. So even though Mercury is retrograding, asking us to really pause and to reflect, to make sure that we are speaking and we are communicating in a way that is in alignment with our visions, speaking words that draw prosperity to us. So Monday is a very auspicious day, opening up a week of beautiful energy. Tuesday, the Page of Swords. And you can see there, she is having those light bulb moments looking into that book, getting carried away with her thoughts, reminding us to ground and anchor, to take in the wisdom, to allow these downloads that are coming in to activate within us and ground them into our life, into our bodies. Because where we have been releasing, there is space there, there's healing occurring within our bodies. And from this healing there are epiphanies, because we have not gone into a place of worry. So when we don't go into those old reactions, our body chemistry changes and it creates a powerful healing. So then we start to release the energy of worry, old patterns. It comes through as a physical ailment, nothing too painful or nothing serious. It's a release. So I'm just being taken to what I've just gone through. And Ruby had a funny episode. It looked like she was having some kind of seizure, and we couldn't take her to the vet because the vets they had emergencies going on. So we stayed with her all night, keeping her comfortable and talking to her. And every time my mind went to the loss of her, I counteracted that and kept telling myself, she's going to be fine, she's going to be fine. I'm not going into the old pattern of fear of loss, of worry. And this was all occurring during the Pluto leaving Capricorn and moving into Aquarius. So it was like those last bits that I was holding on to. Fear of maybe grief coming up. So there was these different emotions coming up, and I kept breathing the energy, allowing these emotions to work through me, counteracting how I was feeling, putting my hands on it, holding it with love and calmness. And every time I felt myself going back into an old pattern, taking my hands off her, going for a walk, coming back, taking a breath, and each time I aligned myself, it became easier, because then I started to look at all the positives, that we have a beautiful relationship. She knows how much she is loved. She knows she's safe. And I was bringing myself into alignment with that truth, because that is the truth. My head may have wanted to go off into a worst case scenario, which was an illusion. So as I brought myself back into alignment, and this is how I felt with this card here, it could have been news that weren't so good, but it turned out to be news that really was positive. And she's back to herself now. I did the releasing. I released those emotions, the energy that was trapped within my body, because on a subconscious level we keep feeding those emotions, and so when we don't, they release from our physical body. And I just feel, if you're going through some kind of releasing, know that it's old energy that's moving and shifting from us, because we are moving into this time of evolution, and we can't evolve holding on to those old patterns of fear and loss and worst case scenarios, because we know this is what Pluto has taught us coming through Capricorn. We create our reality. Whatever we focus on, we're going to, we will draw it to us. We'll create it in our mental energy, in our thoughts. We'll start to draw it to us. So when we stop doing that and we move into this expansion of higher consciousness, of love, of healing, of peace, it dissolves and shifts anything that's not in alignment with that, whether it's in our physical or within our bodies. So the page is a new energy, and this was a new insight. This was an epiphany for me going through this time. I've learned a lot from Ruby, and she is a teacher for me. And so I've learned so much that I can put into my awareness in the future. So these epiphanies, these activations that are occurring now, are here to assist us through our evolution. So this is a new energy, a new way of seeing it is a perspective that we've not seen before. Well, I certainly hadn't. Wednesday, the Four of Wands. This is the day when Mars and the Sun come into this beautiful conversation. The Mars and the Sun together. Mars is our energy. It's our motivation. When the sun is shining, it's that positive energy. It shows us, it brings insights, gives us that motivation and energy to do what it is that we are focusing on. So there's a boost of energy on Wednesday, and this is the Four of Wands, which is a beautiful card of celebration, of upliftment. It's the 1111, the double doorway, the master numbers. And when we're in this doorway of the 11, whether we're seeing it on our clock, whether we're seeing it in a number plate, or wherever we see the number 11, we always know to stand still and visualize us connecting to the source of divine prosperity, divine abundance, divine joy, the upliftment, and we're coming into that alignment. So Wednesday is a day of why Mars and the Sun are conversing. The Sun is shining upon Mars, bringing through that beautiful upliftment and positive energy. So Wednesday is a beautiful day. Things are starting to become clear for us now. Thursday, the Eight of Cups. So Thursday, Venus is in activating Chiron. So Chiron is the sacred healer. Venus is in Capricorn. Capricorn is the structure. It helps us to stay in those guidelines. So as Chiron and Venus come into this conversation in Capricorn. It's helping us to see those parts of us that we have felt weren't worthy, where we have felt a lack of love for ourselves. So again, it's going within. This week is it is a beautiful week, but going within, listening to what's going on within our divine feminine, listening to our intuition, looking at those disowned parts of us that we are not loving, that we don't feel are good enough. But we're moving away from this. This is the Eight of Cups, because we know that's no longer serving us. Chiron is helping us to heal those wounds of our innermost personal areas of our life. Maybe areas that we don't speak of. But we're being assisted in moving away now, moving away from those repetitious thoughts, really finding those disowned parts that we don't love and welcoming them into our wholeness with love, which takes us on a journey of real self-discovery, and how, when we are in alignment with our abilities, and our abilities are our spiritual gifts. We've all come here with abilities to share in our world, in our reality. So Thursday is a day of moving away from the sabotage, the self-sabotage that we have put ourselves through not feeling good enough, and when we don't feel good enough, it takes our energy. We don't have energy for anything. So with the movement of Mars and the Sun coming together, then Venus and Chiron, the divine masculine, Mars, the divine feminine, Venus, the Sun shining on Mars, bringing through that energy of healing for Venus, the Chiron, the sacred healer, bringing those wounds to the surface for us to be able to see and receive the epiphanies, to see that once we stop going into the lower emotions, there's a huge healing that takes place. There's a huge healing that comes in and releases it from our body, so that we move up and connect with the higher consciousness. This is what Pluto is assisting us with in Aquarius. So I'm just feeling a time of evolution, of walking away from the past, not letting the past hold us back any longer. Friday, the Emperor, the divine masculine. This is the card of Aries. Aries is the first sign of the zodiac, where we are going within, tending to our inner environment, getting that right, ready to move into action. Maybe the beginning of next year, getting things in order. And this is not setting anything in stone, it's allowing things to move, allowing us to be able to navigate and actually choose what we wish in our world, in our reality. This card comes through with the motivation, with the vision. This is the Father. This is the King of all kings, the divine masculine, bringing through now, because those channels that have been blocked through our old emotions are all clearing. So it's like an engine. When there's certain parts of that engine blocked, it can't function. And this is our vessel, this is our vehicle. So we've been cleansing and clearing those stuck emotions that have blocked the receptors, the things coming together. Now they're shifting. There's been a clearing. So there's a clarity coming that's bringing an excitement for adventure. This is what we're here to do. We're here to live this life as an adventure, not in a fearful state. So this is a powerful card coming through for Friday. As we make that shift on Thursday, this energy comes through, and it's a clarity coming through. We know which direction. We know our abilities, and the universe is gifting us. And the universe is like if we go to maybe a drive-through, if you go to a drive-through and you place your order, we will get what we've ordered. That's the same as the universe. We're constantly putting out our order, and the universe is listening and gifting us what we are putting our attention on and what our beliefs are. But the universe will never gift us anything that somebody else is. And we've shifted and moved and gone through layers and layers of programming and conditioning to actually find out what our unique abilities are, what our unique gifts are. So as we start to focus on our gifts, focus on what brings us upliftment, that's authentic to ourselves, the universe starts to gift us. And I just feel we are coming through into that. The Knight of Cups the Page of Cups for Saturday. The Page of Cups. So we have the Page of Cups for Tuesday and the Page of Cups for Friday. Page of Swords for Tuesday, Page of Cups for Friday. So the thoughts, emotions, the air cards are our thoughts. So this is a doorway to new energies coming in, ways of seeing things that's going to open us up into even greater feelings of love. This is romance. I'm feeling romance with this. And to keep our feet on the ground, but things where things have been turbulent in relationships, especially romantic relationships, as we are loving ourselves, we are allowing other people to love us, and it's creating a unity, a wholeness within us that's drawing to us beautiful relationships that we can trust. But you can see those feet going off the ground, and we started off on Tuesday with the swords. She's being lifted off with those light bulbs out there. So it's keep our feet on the ground. There's romance coming in, you can see there. There's two hands coming together, creating a heart. The ocean is calm. There is rainbow colours above in the sky. So this is a promise of something beautiful starting. But just to keep our feet on the ground, to keep anchoring this wonderful light that's coming through, and to listen to our guidance, listen to our higher heart, listen to our higher mind. Mercury is in retrograde. So again, if our mind starts to wander off somewhere, especially into areas of doubt or anything of that nature, to bring it back, to ground ourselves, to focus on love, to focus on peace, to focus on how beautiful life is. And we're anchoring the energy into our bodies that's bringing through a powerful healing. And then Sunday we have, it's a new moon on Sunday, on the 1st of December. New moon in Sagittarius, and it's the 1st of December. So the universal month of December, the number is 11. So if we put 12 to 2 to 4, it comes to 11. So again, we've got this 11 doorway, this gateway, moving through these timelines now, shifting up into the higher timeline. So we have this 9 of Pentacles. So this is the new moon, where the moon turns its light off, goes into the dark, recharges her batteries. She starts to draw in. So she's drawing in from the zodiac sign of Sagittarius, which is one of optimism, of upliftment, ruling planet Jupiter, the lucky planet. So she's drawing in after going through her time in Scorpio, drawing in those Scorpion energies. Then the full moon in Taurus. Now we're in this beautiful energy of new moon in Sagittarius. So this is beautiful, drawing in that energy to charge up our energies for the next lunar cycle. I think this is the last lunar cycle of this year. So this is the 9 of Pentacles, reminding us not to worry. Seeds that we have been planting and tending to are starting to come into fruition. There is the owl bringing through that wisdom, and I just feel this is an aligned prosperity within our physical bodies, within our well-being, our mental health. Things starting to really align now, and that base is on the next level. We're moving up onto a next level, and so we're stepping onto this base, and we're seeing clearer now. The 2 of Cups again, this is love. So I know that there's romance coming in. This is beautiful time of meeting people, of really feeling that romance inside, to people coming together here. And then the Tower. This is a falling away now of the lower, the dense energies, the limiting beliefs, everything that has held us back is falling away now. And we are creating a level, a foundation built on love, on unconditional love and trust. And the baby squirrel there with the nuts. Everything's falling around, but he's there, he has his food, and he's going to be fine. He's going to be looked after just the way we are being. And from the tree, from that lightning bolt, which I feel is Uranus, there still in Taurus, shifting things in our physical so that we come into alignment with our true authenticity, creating those opportunities, bringing us into alignment, and the butterflies that are coming from this, the transformation, so the changes that we've gone through. And they have not been easy, but there's so much transformation coming now, a sense of freedom, a sense of really standing in our own sovereignty, of doing what feels right for ourselves without any fear, and beautiful support for each other. So I'm sending so much love. Have a wonderful, wonderful week, and thank you for listening.